The rusted highway sign, a skeletal silhouette against the bruised sunset, proclaimed, "Welcome to Aethelburg. Population 0. Aethelburg. It had a nice ring to it, once. Now, it echoed like a forgotten melody in the vast emptiness. I shouldn't have stopped, but the storm brewing on the horizon was a monstrous thing, and the desolate sprawl of Aethelburg offered the only shelter for miles. The city rose like a collection of decaying giants. Skyscrapers, their windows vacant stairs, scraped the bruised belly of the clouds. Nature, ever opportunistic, had begun to reclaim the concrete jungle. Vines snaked through shattered storefronts, weeds sprouted from cracked sidewalks, and the wind, whistling through the canyons of buildings, carried the mournful sigh of a forgotten world. The silence was the worst part. No birdsong, no hum of traffic, just an unsettling quiet that pressed on your eardrums. I parked my car in a deserted square, the only sound the rhythmic tick-tock of cooling metal. As the storm hit, the wind howled like a banshee, whipping litter into a frenzy. Seeking refuge, I ran towards a towering apartment building, its facade a mosaic of chipped paint and dangling balconies. The lobby was a museum of a life abruptly abandoned. A child's forgotten mitten lay on the dusty floor, and a half-eaten bowl of cereal sat petrified on a counter. The air hung heavy with the smell of mildew and something else, something deeper and more unsettling. The higher I climbed, the worse the feeling became. Each floor held remnants of lives cut short. A half-written letter on a desk, a family portrait gathering dust on a mantel. The silence was broken only by the creak of the building groaning under the wind's assault. On the top floor, I found an unlocked apartment. Inside, the furniture was overturned, as if ransacked in a hurry. But on the wall, scrawled in jagged red paint, was a message. "They're still here. Don't make a sound." A cold dread slithered down my spine. I wasn't alone. Whatever caused this exodus, it wasn't gone. A floorboard creaked behind me. I spun around, hard hammering, but there was nothing. Then, a whisper, a voice so faint it seemed like the wind itself, but the words were clear. "Don't move." I ran. I don't remember the descent, just the pounding of my feet and the desperate need to escape. Outside, the storm had abated, leaving an eerie stillness. My car was gone. Panic clawed at my throat. In the distance, a figure emerged from the shadows of a building. Tall and gaunt, its face obscured by darkness, it moved with an unnatural fluidity. The red message from the apartment echoed in my mind. "Don't make a sound." I took a shuddering breath and did the only thing I could. I screamed, a sound that tore through the silence, a desperate plea for help that echoed off the empty buildings. A long moment passed. Then, as if responding to a cue, a sound rose from the city, a chorus of whispers growing into a cacophony of moans and wails. The figure turned, its head tilting towards the sound, and for a fleeting second, I saw eyes. Glowing red eyes, burning with a hunger that chilled me to the core. Then, it was gone, swallowed by the shadows. The city was no longer silent. It was alive with a sound more terrifying than any silence. I turned and ran, not daring to look back, the chilling moans of Aethelburg chasing me into the night.